With the election just weeks away, Jonathan Pye, Tower Bridge. Good job, buddy. How was that? Simple, right? How old are you again? Fucking hell, 19. Jesus. It's your first election. Exciting, isn't it? Who are you voting for? Okay, all right. Are you registered to vote? You're not really into politics. Okay, it's fair enough. What are you into? Transformers? Pokemon, you fucking child? Sorry, but this election affects you in ways you couldn't possibly imagine, but also in quite a few ways that even your pot-addled teenage brain can manage. Yeah, soaring youth unemployment in a job market saturated with unpaid internships, filled with jammy little fuckers who have daddy helping with the rent. Tuition fees have tripled, no help with housing if you're under 21, huge cuts to youth services and youth mental health services. Fucking brilliant. They get away with this shit because you don't bother to fucking vote. What's that? What's the point? They're all the bloody same, aren't they? Yeah. In other words, I'm a lazy, ignorant twat, and I can't be asked to even register to vote, let alone read something that might inform me. And yes, it's fucking boring. I do this for a living. Politics is fucking boring, but it doesn't make it unimportant. You're right, it definitely doesn't make a difference if you don't turn up. 75% of young voters 18 to 24 voted leave in the referendum, but nearly half of 18 to 24-year-olds didn't bother voting. And you have the fucking nerve to go bloody old people, smelling a piss, exercising their democratic right. Next time, turn up. Roughly 40% of 18 to 24-year-olds voted at the last election, as opposed to nearly 80% of 55 to 65-year-olds. Young women are the worst offenders. What happened to fucking throwing yourself in front of a horse to get the vote? You know, what happened to fucking girl power? Zig, you know? Spice Girls. Fucking hell, I'm so old. In Australia, you have to vote, right? It's a legal requirement. The argument against that is, in a free society, you should have the choice not to vote. But you do. You can walk into the voting booth and draw, I don't know, a big fat cock on the paper, if you like. That's perfectly legal and acceptable behaviour. Spoiling your paper. I vote for none of the above. Draw a big cock or, you know, a shitting arse. To me, that is more politically engaged than not bothering at all. But to be able to draw a shitting arse on a ballot paper, as is your democratic right, you have to register to vote. Your apathy is the most dangerous threat to democracy and freedom that there is. You need to vote, mate. You need to at least register to fucking vote. Become a citizen of this horrible little shitty world that you've been born into and make a small but significant difference. Register to vote. Register to vote, read something other than your Facebook feed, pick a fucking side and vote. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. I'm not just turning old, I'm turning into my fucking grandmother. Jesus. Thanks, Chris. I'm here at Tower Bridge, one of London's most iconic structures.